The Victor Blue Devils golf team is looking to win its second Section 5 title in 3 years. Leading the way is senior Jeremy Summerson. A member of the varsity squad since his 8th grade season, Summerson leads all of Monroe County with a match average of 35.8. He has shot even or under par in 4 of 8 matches, including a season-low 3 under par 32 on the front 9 at the Country Club of Rochester.
I think one of the things that really separates him is just how great of a kid he is. He's a really quality individual. He's one of the top performers academically in our building, but he really is just a really kind human being. And I think that's really kept things in perspective for him as a golfer, and realizing that he's going to have some bad holes, he's going to make some bogeys here and there, but ultimately at the end of the day it's about what type of person I am and what type of teammate I am. His teammates love him too. He's not a kid that is just all about Jeremy, it's all about the team first. So Towson's very lucky to be picking him up. Summerson was Division Player of the Year in 2017 and Co-Player of the Year in 2018. An All-Greater Rochester selection in 17 and 18. He also received All-State recognition last season when he averaged a Victor program best 37.2 on the course. The Rochester District Golf Association named Summerson its 2018 Junior Player of the Year. He joins a list which includes Don Bazzelli, Gavin Hall, and Will Thompson. His strength on the course?
I can hit the ball pretty far. That's definitely a strength of mine. My short game has gotten a lot better over the years. That's been one big area of improvement in my game. I've been pretty accurate this year so far, but distance off the tee and being able to have short wedges in my hand to stick them close has really helped me out so far this year. My swing is my swing. I can get that dialed in pretty easily. It's short game that requires the most of the work. Whenever I go to practice, it's usually an hour or two a short game. It's rarely hitting, smacking golf balls on the range.
Jeremy's strength is certainly the long ball. He pounds it off the tee. He's certainly built to hit the ball a long ways. He uses those levers. He's a pretty smart kid too, so he understands the physics. He understands the swing, so he's getting maximal potential out of everything that he does.
That's not to say his short game is a weakness. Honing that short game, though?
It's usually about half an hour of putting or so, and then at my range at Cobblestone Creek, which is what I'm a member of, they've got different a 50-yard post, 75, 100-yard posts, and just dialing my distances in there. That's where all the strokes are made. Getting your 75, 50-yard shots really close, then making the putts, practicing 5, 10, 15 footers, and then just chipping and putting around the green, making sure I can get up and down consistently wherever I am, whenever I am, and that's about how I practice my short game.
I was actually talking to my JV coach today. One of the things we noticed about him is he's always struck it long, and the other parts of his game were kind of developing as a younger kid. And now he doesn't really have any holes in his game. He's got the ability to pound it long and play the wedges, and he can roll the ball too. So he's really done a good job of kind of understanding what's worked well for him as far as hitting the ball far. But he realized, if I want to get to that next level and I want to be competitive and I want to be one of the best players in Section 5, that I've got to be able to have multi-facets to my game, and he has certainly done that.
Next year he will head south to Maryland, where he will attend Towson State on an athletic scholarship.
Coach Larkin down there was, he's awesome. He graded me great down there. I love the program. Great facilities down there. You can basically practice whenever you want to year-round. It's a little south of Rochester, so much nicer winters. Hopefully I can play golf 8 or 9 months of the year instead of the usual 5 or 6 year. So that was also a big factor.
It's pretty exciting for, I think, our program, not just me as a coach, but our program, because we've kind of come along in the last 10 years, and we're starting to see a few more kids each year make it to that next level. We've had a handful of Division III players, a couple Division II players, and now he's our second Division I player, at least since the era I've been coaching over the last 10 years. So it's pretty exciting to see these guys work so hard and reach some of their goals.
His area of study?
Molecular biology, biochemistry, and bioinformatics.
Try saying that quickly 3 times. When he finishes his undergraduate work, Summerson hopes to continue his education at Johns Hopkins and study medicine. Summerson averaged nearly 7 points per game for Victor's basketball team this past winter.
They're 2 totally different sports. I don't know how I got brought into those 2 sports. I mean, they're on 2 different sides of the spectrum for sure. But I do think I can, be calmed down in a basketball game, knowing, having this experience on the golf course and knowing, don't let the moment get to you. Just take a breath and everything will be all right.
For now, Summerson and his Victor teammates are focused on another sectional title.
Win sectionals. I mean, Victor's program right now is in a pretty good state, I'd say. We've got great golfers on our program. We've got a really, depth roster. All 9 guys can go out and shoot a big number and a good number. We all want to win sectionals. At the beginning of the season, we had 3 goals. It was win the league title, which we're doing right now, stay undefeated, and win sectionals. We got the title back in 2017, which was our first year of winning sectionals at Victor, and we'd love to bring it back in 2019.
It's great. I actually had this group of guys read The Hard Hat by John Gordon, a book about the George Biordi player that died his senior year on the field. And it's all about being a great teammate. And this team really embodies that. And obviously Jeremy, being one of the seniors, he really embodies that as well. And, when your best player is also one of your best teammates, that's usually a recipe for success. And he's been that way since he started playing varsity golf as an 8th grader. It's been very fun to watch him grow over the last 5 years for me as a coach. But you're right, he really does care more about team accolades than his own individual accolades.
From Ravenwood Country Club, this is Paul Gotham with the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College.